Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Blindly Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Today we're going to present some information that she's wrong. I want to present that actually. How do I do that? Oh, why? Here we go. Oh really? Strangled you say? That's odd. Duh! Normal customers only choke on borscht. No, I mean this report shows the victim died of a blow to the head. Ah! Miss O'Reilly, really now? Did you witness the crime? Eek! Good catch. Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything. Yet the fact that it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Oh, phew, Jesus. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. That's quite a shock. That's quite shocking, isn't it? This head certainly was hit. I mean, yeah. Honestly, it doesn't take much of a hit to the head to cause damage, unfortunately. But I had seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at the victim's neck. Oh, really, Miss O'Reilly? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice? I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found a contradiction. There's one thing in our testimony that troubles me. Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. Oh, can you read the blue text as well? Alright. What's something terrible happened? Did we press on that one? Something terrible? Okay, no, we already did that. Sorry. Something terrible. Let's go to our stuff. Okay. We already checked that, apparently. There's no blood on this, so I don't think it's the murder weapon. Right? But why? Well, I don't really know. Let's look at this. Okay. Oh, after they tried to strangle me. Oh, okay. It's new. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just dumb. You didn't say anything about hitting before. I'm sorry. I must be forgetting the... Witness, you will take great care with your testimony. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. And this clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle his victim, then changed his mind mid-strangle, I guess, and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. So he strangled him, then hit him. Something seems fishy. Is it fish borscht? Go ahead, I believe you know what to do. What is it you need to do? Right, sir. Leave it to me. There's only 3 people in that room at the time of the murder. The victim... Oh, shit, you're right! We have a whole nother thing here. Switch tabs. I totally forgot. Shave your fucking head, man. Please. Why would you grow out your... why would you grow your hair out at 61? Okay. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer... I've got you now. Okay, we already did that one. I mean, I feel like we have to present something here. Because she said you lunged for strangling, but there's no marks on his neck, right? Huh. Well, you said tried. Well, maybe we can, I don't know, let's present this. Because if someone said they strangled him and then hit him, I would imagine there'd be some marks on his neck or clothes, right? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. That sounds, okay. I was gonna say, that just sounds wrong. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Yeah, you sure about that? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Justice. Shit. That didn't go well. I mean, you're not wrong. It definitely didn't go well. Let's come over here. I'll just make a save just in case. I know we're only 6 minutes into the episode, but we did make some progress. What am I missing? Oh! Actually, I am missing that. You're right. It's not there anymore. Objection! You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said, but what does it mean? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about? I recall the in testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand-on locket at his neck. I believe she said, I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! You see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean? If we are to believe this witness's testimonies as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. Lockets just don't disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple that when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it. No? Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Eek? Irk? Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Oh shit, you're wearing it, aren't you? Is that the locket? Is that the fucking locket? Motherfucker. Say. Yes? I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. Come again? Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture of the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. Dots? So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence? Can we go back to that daughter thing? Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost, badly. Miss O'Reilly, you will testify to court about the game played between the victim and the defendant. Duh! Serious competition. The game began with 350 points in chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant played with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabbed bottle from table. Indeed, looking at this picture, does seem to be a one-sided game. As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. How many times have I heard those words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor. And now I regret it. A common tale, but true. Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright has said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Or He's a fucking liar. Press? Are those usually starting points? Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? No, not specials. Usual game, usual rules. If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be 7,000, Your Honor. Exactly 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division. Yeah? Yeah, you're right. Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used? Duh! Duh! Of course. Something's fishy with the chips. Should I press harder? Press her harder. Maybe you could explain a bit about those chips. Explain? What is there to explain?
Poke chips are poke chips. There's not fish and chips, and not a chip off the old block, or not a motorcycle cop.
What? Thanks. Now that I pressed her, I better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars, rubles, even? Yet, as I've been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard, perhaps, for capitalists to understand. 2 types of chips: 100 point, 1,000 chip point. 1,000 point chip. Not money, duh. Justice, sir. Don't you find her comment interesting? What about the capitalist thing? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it added to a testimony myself. Well, does the defense want a witness to add it to it? Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Add to the testimony. I wish I knew where this was going. Very well, witness, if you would be so kind. Duh, Your Honor. Okay, well, I'll press on that too. I think I know what they're going for, though. One of the contradictions they already said was he went all in. He still has chips on his side. That's a contradiction. If you go all in, you put all your chips in, right? Sorry, I thought the aces were the same for a second. And I was like, wait a minute. He was cheating. No, they weren't the same. Alright. So yeah, press. Mr. Griffith said the testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why. Mr. Justice, does the court do a court favor and think of what you want to say before raising your hand? We are not in kindergarten. Sorry, I'm fine. I better think of something to ask. And quick. The 2 types of chips. Duh! The small ones are 100 and the big ones are 1,000. Right? Right, of course.
Don't waste our time.
Is that all? Yeah. Great. Mr. Gavin made me stop her. Now I'm on the one who looks dumb. Oh, Justice. Please try not to embarrass me like that. Huh? Who? Me? There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. Yeah, I know. I was just pressing for the sake of pressing. Christoph? That is your real name? That was Gavin. That's his last name, Chronos. I know. You're telling me that Mr. Wright, undefeated for 7 whole years, was losing? Duh, it must have been a most unlucky day for him. I'm glad I did not take other picture of him. It would break camera, certainly. The chips, they went always to the victim's side.
You're telling us it was a one-sided game.
Duh, one-sided and... Last hand. It was largest points of any hand. The defendant's hand, it was excellent. He tried to use it to take a victory from behind. It appears that both the defendant and the victim's hands are in the picture. It's truly an excellent hand. However, so is the victim's. One with the highest number wins, so defendant loses.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had a stronger hand than the defendant and crushed him. I believe that explains what occurred next.
Once the card laid down on the table, it happened. Alright. And what happened next? Even to think of it now, I shake and tremble, duh. I do not believe such things would happen. What such thing? Please, you must believe. I had no idea. How could such a thing occur? What such thing? Niet! 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 The defendant had been a hitting victim. Duh, I saw it all happen. Right before me. I saw a bottle coming down on the victim's head.
Decisive, isn't it, Your Honor? My witness saw the very moment of the crime.
Remember, your first goal is to gather information. That is what I'm doing. Look out a contradiction. Okay. So... So, one chip is worth 100. The other kind... It's the small one and the big ones, right? So the black ones, right? They're worth 1,000? Doesn't make sense, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They cannot be worth 1,000. Those have to be the ones worth 100. I mean, I'm gonna present this because I feel like this is like, I don't know if I present it there though. I can present the picture there. We can try this here. Wait. Oh no, that's right. So if the smaller chips are worth 1,000, so that would be 3,000, 6,000 red chips on the table, right? If the black ones were worth 100 each, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So that would, okay. So I'll present this here because the chips are right, but he's not all in.
Objection!
Fuck. Clearly you're wrong. Yeah. Oh wait. Wait, no, you're right. That is right. Wait, this is new. I mean, it's not new, but the total doesn't add up. This is, okay, so it's not 7,000. Okay, so it is. Do I put so there? Here. Did I not just present this here? Okay, the music stopped. There we go. You sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure.
And it seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won. It's not if you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which was worth 1,000 points?
Well, the big ones, of course. Duh.
Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up.
The totals?
Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips. Combined total of the chips was 7,000 points. Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see, 3 plus 1, carry the 5. They are, Your Honor. Now, look at the photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up...
How much is it?
Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
But why? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice. Now that you know what the what, you must determine the why. Right, there's only one possible way to explain the contradiction. Ooh, Starting points were wrong, sounds like it. Chip count was wrong, sounds like it, so... I guess that they're both are right? Wait, no. Both are wrong. Or are you saying both the selections are right? Shit. Really, Chronos? I just don't want to lose too many points. Like, I want to get game over. Chip count. Starting points were wrong? Calculation makes the answer clear. The combined points on the table are 10,600, then each man started the night with 5,300 points. 5,300? That's a rather half-baked score which to start at a game at. Justice, would a different starting point really change anything? Oh, shit. Seems the defense objection has more half-baked than the score. Uh-oh. Time to head back to the kitchen. Right. Okay, so you just redo this? The odd thing here is the number of chips, right, Mr. Gavin? Why are you asking me? Just in case? Justice, it's your case I'm concerned about. If you're wondering about the chips, just look at the photograph. It's all there. Even our judge with the failing eyesight could count them. That's not the only thing failing the judge. Let me ask you again. Okay, fine, both. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown on the photograph, then they can only be one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points and not the big ones. Madness! Utter madness! Show me the photographs of the chips again. There are 6 chips and 10 large chips. Well, that does make 7,000 points. Okay. Excellent words. I'm actually confused because I think I determined that myself by looking at the picture, but I thought the game stated that, and then we went back and pressed, and we found out that it was the other way around. Okay. Almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. But wait, the value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still. Ah, exactly. Oh, because... Okay, so if the smaller ones are 1,000, then... Yeah, then Phoenix has more chips. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's only 3,000. So yeah, okay. Or almost 3,000. Okay, go back. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, which doesn't really make sense, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. Error! The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and Phoenix had 4,000, yeah. Well then, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's, impossible! Mike Holland had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning. Yar! Now, Miss O'Reilly, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you? Eek! Good catch. Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright supposed the defeat never happened. None. None? Excuse me? What is it, Miss O'Reilly? So, no, she... Hold it! We must now ask yourself whether we can trust the witness's testimony. I did not want to be saying this, but... Actually, you see, See what, Miss O'Reilly? What do you see? In the last hand, there was cheat. A cheat, you say? You don't mean a trick? Wait, or do you mean a scam? They're all the same. Yeah, there was a cheat in the last hand. That is why game end with chips as they are. Great, just great. First we have lying, now we have cheating. Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. Fully interesting. Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about the cheating in the final hand. The final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There are 4 of each card in deck, with from ace to king. If you look at both men's hand, cheat is more obvious.
Uh-huh. Is it, though? They seem different to me and not cheating. Oh, no. I was gonna say there's 2 cards on the ground. So there's 3 kings of different types, there's 3 sevens of different types, there's 4 aces of different types. Alright, well, we're definitely pressing, but still.
The next moment, game become argument, duh. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith.
Miss O'Reilly, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high-scoring hand. Not easy to make, in my experience. That alone is not to suspect less than scrupulous tactics. Mr. Gavin, what's a full house? Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker or your television shows. Can't say this bodes well for your case or career. What is this, some kind of secret court poker thing? What's going on? Justice, you know the terms 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs of kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same value makes a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of a kind. Good, now picture a hand with 1 pair, and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house, yes, I see that. That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? Yeah. You see each player's hand in the photo. Wow, they both had full houses. Yeah, no shit! We forget, there's an easy way to make a full house, and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat! The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, there still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Whoever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Alright. I mean, if he was gonna cheat, why not do the higher one? Just how hard is it to make a full house anyways?
It is quite hard, duh. It's making a pair and a 3 of a kind at the same time.
I guess that's right. Very difficult to be sure. You can take my word as the poker head of the courtroom number 3.
Very difficult, duh, but it's not impossible.
Okay, full house, hard. That line of questioning, a waste of time. I mean, you're okay, yeah, sure. 4 of each card, you say?
Duh, there's 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is even the fact that the number 4 comes from the number of seasons.
Ah, you don't say. Did you know that these cards are numbered 1 to 13? Add all the cards in a deck and you get 364 a year. Oh, what about a leap year, though? Isn't that 1 day short? I mean, actually, yeah. 1 second.
That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap year. Oh, shit! Thus, you have a perfect representation of a year, and all in a deck of cards.
Huh, you don't say. We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. Oh, it's only episode 2. It's not that bad. How was it clear?
Duh, well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace.
5th ace?
I still remember both hands very well.
What do you mean?
Mrs. Smith had 3 aces.
No, it didn't.
Obviously, cheating was afoot, or perhaps I should say, a hand.
So that's a contradiction. Perhaps this could be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke. Very well. The witness will add this detail to her testimony, please. Okay, so that's just like an absurd lie, because we have a pitcher. A fifth ace.
Duh! It should not exist, no? I still remember both hands very well.
Okay, so that's the contradiction. I have not played Contra in many years. And where did this card come from? I definitely beat the first one at one point. I don't know if I beat the other ones. I don't even know if I played I think there was 3 of them, right? I think I played the second one. No, wait. So there was the first Contra, and then there was like Super Contra, right? Or was that Super C? Shit. I don't remember.
Perhaps we should ask the defendant these questions. The very question. Adding cards to a deck is no less serious a taboo than the forging evidence in a court of law.
Now, perhaps it is time for you to say something, Justice. You bet. I have no intention of staying quiet. Not me, no sir. I better find some contradicting evidence fast. You mean the pitcher? The very clear pitcher? Do you recall what the men were arguing about?
Oh, I believe so. The victim, he shouts, "You are a cheater," and then the defendant shouts something like, I have objection.
Shout out objection, huh? Old habits are hard to break. First he bluffs his way through the courtroom, now he bluffs his way through life.
However, Mr. Wright lost that hand. That seems like he cast a shadow of doubt on Mr. Smith.
Humiliation from losing even when cheated. That is what set the defendant's set fire to defendant's heart.
What did the flaming defendant do next? Hey, objection, Your Honor. Can you rephrase that?
He took the bottle in his hand. Oh, poor Mr. Smith.
Oh shit! Wait, no. I wanted to. Yes, I noticed something. I needed to press on that last one. Let's get the truth about the cheating first. I know. I want to press on the last one though. By bottle, are you referring to this?
Duh! The defendant uses this bottle to sob!
This behavior is an admission of cheating by the defendant.
By the way, but why use a grape juice bottle?
You'd be surprised at what can be used as a weapon.
I know, right?
The juice is recommended drink of Borscht Bowl Club, duh. This year's vintage is remarkable for its hefty flavor.
Hefty enough to brain a grown man, apparently. Well, bottles like that can be very thick. Alright, is there a way to speed the text up? Like skip? Oh, not unread text. I want skip text. Oh, hold B. I gotcha. Alright, so... yeah, here we want to present the pitcher. It appears the witness is mistaken, again.
Mistaken, but my name's Olga.
Look, the piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the chips, is it not? Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend, because he's a fucking idiot. The other words, you use your finger to point at your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction of this photo. What peculiar point contradicts the witnesses, yeah, this one over here? Oh, percent. Mr. Riley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces. Yeek!
Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3 aces in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's the 5th ace? I see cheating all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom. 2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces total. Hardly proof of cheating.
Wait! Venus is crawling through the mic right now. Sorry if it sounds weird, but please wait. It's true, I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating. I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day.
You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards.
The cards?
Mr. Payne?
Oh, yeah?
The player hands that night are set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well. The prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on. Nothing will. Now, which of these cards are most suspicious? I mean, like, the defendant's cards, I would imagine, right? That's pretty much a perfect hand. Almost a perfect hand. Actually, I think it is a perfect hand, right? Let's Google perfect full house. Not full body workout, full house. Cards. Well, nothing is showing up for perfect full house. That's bullshit. Oh, perfect poker hand? Maybe? Sure. The royal flush. Okay, so this... Oh, so yeah, it's pretty much ace, king, queen, jack, 10. That's the highest... That's the best one? Huh. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know much about poker, clearly. I guess... I'm still gonna say the defendant's hand. Start with Mr. Wright's... Oh, shit. I meant the victim's hands, not the defendant's hand. Sorry, the defense would like to view the defendant's hand. Very well. Mr. Payne, your evidence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well now, let's see what we have here. Right. When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Yeah, so we already know how to do this. Okay, let's do this! Oh, it's red. Card backs are red. For some reason I thought that they were using blue cards in the final hand. Didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Huh. Oh, Which was it now? Okay, so... Well, was the defense found anything that would like to share? Not unless the court count out of confusion. Perhaps you best examine the victim's cards next. Sure. Examine the other hand, yeah. The defense will request a time to examine Mr. Smith's hand. Granted, but make it quick. Don't worry, justice is always swift. Except when it's not, it's blue. Ooh! What? Your Honor, look at this! One of the victim's cards. The back is different color. Eh?
Yeah!
That's impossible! But I put that card in Wright's hand. Ah! What was that, Miss O'Reilly? No, yet! I'm really said, I have eek! Your Honor, Mr. Gavin, yes? Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say? The dealer. Wait, so you mean... This witness, Miss O'Reilly? She's the cheater, a professional, I'd wager. Yeah! Order! Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. What? I mean, of her mistake! Come on, Apollo! Please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible! But I put that card in Wright's hand!
Ergo. What is this, Liza P? Miss Olga really conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. Oh, not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What?
Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Aurelia, are you? Time for justice. There were 3 people in that room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. I'm not guilty, but she is. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Aurelia, of murder. Yeek!
Is that lobster? It's borscht, Chronos. I know, but it looked like a lobster.
Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Ms. Olga Aurelia?
Appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice, Your Honor. Seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at a time.
What?
I did it! I held out! I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Is that... God damn it.
Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Think, one of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means?
What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising an objection right when you're about to get off the hook! Ridiculous!
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know, Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
I mean, okay, but we're gonna do that like next time though? Thanks for watching. See y'all next episode. Bye.